Welcome to Project Job Search, your comprehensive 10-step action plan for landing your next job. This is Class 1, Building Your Toolkit, Positioning Statement. We've packed a ton of great information into this course and we'll move through it fairly quickly. The 10 classes are divided into two sections, Building Your Toolkit and Action Plan. Each class video is accompanied by a quick start guide and downloadable worksheets as needed. Print these out prior to watching the video for each class to easily make note of information that is most helpful to you in your unique situation. Now we're going to give you everything you need to get your positioning statement outlined and written. We need to get this just right because your positioning statement will set the tone for all the other items in your job search toolkit. Your positioning statement should answer the question, "What are you looking for?" or "Tell me about yourself." Your answer should be a concise statement, a few sentences long, that plays more to the emotional and aspirational rather than cold hard facts. It should capture how you want others to feel about you, the essence of who you are. This is something you'll use often in meetings, networking opportunities, events and interviews, so again, practice makes perfect. Start by stating your profession in the present tense with no mention of your former employer. For example, instead of saying, "I was doing reloads for Apple," say, "I'm a corporate relocation specialist." Add the number of years experience you have in your field and the type of organizations you have primarily worked for, such as 10 years at Fortune 500 manufacturing firms. Next, briefly touch on the strengths and skills you'll bring with you to your next job. I speak 3 languages, which helps on international moves. GMS designation keeps me on top of the latest laws and tax implications for my clients. Finish up with what sets you apart. I'm detail-oriented and I always follow up with clients to find out what could have been done better. So with a bit of rewriting, all together it might sound something like this. I'm a corporate relocation specialist with 10 years experience working in Fortune 500 manufacturing firms. My ability to speak 3 languages helps me facilitate international moves, and my GMS designation allows me to stay on top of the latest laws and tax implications for the families I relocate. I pride myself on never letting a detail slip through the cracks, and I always follow up with people I've helped to find out if there was anything that could have improved their international moving experience. Aim for piquing interest rather than impressing. This should be interesting to the listener, and the tone should be conversational, not a jumble of technical terms or jargon. If there's a specific job you're going after, skew your positioning statement towards it by focusing on your skills and experience that best relate to the job you're going for. Download our positioning statement worksheet. Once you've filled out all the sections, reword them until they flow together. You should end up with a paragraph that gives just enough information to engage the listener. Spend the time to get this just right because your positioning statement drives the tone and content for the rest of your tools. They should all logically tie back to and support this statement. You're off to a great start on your project job search. Before moving on to the next class, you should complete the steps on the Quick Start Guide for Class 1. In our next class, we'll continue working on your toolkit by perfecting your resume.